to make sure the powder's at the bottom so it's easier to tear. Like that. You get your mug and you put it. Hello and welcome to QuantumCaza, the channel where I am always alone and on my own because no one really loves me. Yeah. Sad times. Anyway, for those of you that live underneath a rock and don't actually know what's going on in the world at the moment, there is actually a world crisis and everyone's been sentenced to isolation and quarantine themselves because there's a virus going about and everyone is going to potentially get it, and it's quite scary, yeah. Yeah, it is, isn't it? For those of you that don't know, my content is based around coffee and going out and about London. So going to coffee shops, going to the YouTube space, collaborating with people. And because of this current world crisis, I can't do that. That is where this video is cued. Basically, today I'm going to be reviewing Sachet coffee. You know, like the basic trash tier coffee that anyone can make or get a hold of in any shop in existence. I'm not gonna lie, it is going to hurt me to actually drink these coffees because I don't do it. I normally strictly drink good coffee, you know, like independent coffee. And because that isn't available to me or to you other coffee drinkers, I thought I'd do a video on an alternative and my thoughts on those alternatives.
Anime bitches, her titties, then I took
Anime
her home
titties. Why am I playing the drums? I don't know. I think the kettle's almost done. Yeah. Let's have these sachet coffees. Okay, the kettle's done and we're gonna start with our first coffee sachet. Anyway, we're starting with the Nescafe Gold Latte Sachet. As you can see, the packaging is very smooth and shiny. If you reach through the screen, you can feel how detailed the art is. Go on, have a reach. See what I mean? It looks very, very shiny. If I was a magpie, I'd be all over this. It does look appealing. The image on the front, it does look really appealing, doesn't it? It looks interesting. Like, I'd drink it. If it looks like that, I'll drink it. Let's go into like reading some of the details because I don't even know what's actually inside this. It serves 8 cups, so like you can have 8 of them. You know, if you fancy going on a mad one, staying up all night in isolation, why not? This retails at £3 in your local cooperative store. But if it's on sale, they half that and put it to £1.50, depending on what time it is. Yes. We combined our aromatic blend of Arabica and Robusta coffee with quality fresh milk for a creamy latte. One thing, it's not exactly fresh milk if it's powder. Bruh. On top of a generous milky froth creates a delicious, it's in bold writing, a delicious coffee experience grown respectfully. How can you grow something respectfully? I don't understand that. That doesn't really make sense to me. Let's actually give this a try then. This is the sachet here. You do this to make sure the powder's at the bottom so it's easier to tear. Like that. You get your mug and you put it in the mug. You get the kettle and essentially you just pour the hot water without burning yourself. Oh, why is it leaking? Fucking hell. Ah! I'm not gonna fill it to the top because this kettle is obviously a bit busted. So I couldn't really find a spoon, so I got a fork. But anything that looks like a metal stick shall do to stir. But the fork may work out in my favor because the gaps in the middle will make the feng shui of the flow of the powder and the hot water at one. I'll just stir it. You just stir, I'd say for a good 40 seconds to make sure all that powder is dissolved into the hot water. So the feng shui-ness of the powder milk becomes one with the coffee, and then the feng shui-ness of the water becomes one with the kinetic energy in your hand. I'm really good at waffling. As you can see, that is what the latte looks like. It looks interesting. That I can say the least. You know, what's really like gathered my thoughts from this whole experience so far is I'm not really the biggest fan of sachet coffee. So the powder coffee that was put in the cup has now become something quite spectacular. You know, this just smells like, you know, if death was knocking at your door. This is what it smells like. It smells like death. Let's give it a try. That was not pleasant. I just, a chunk of the powder just ended up in my mouth and it kind of got stuck to my tongue and then it just kind of evaporated and it was not nice. That wasn't nice. That wasn't a good experience. It just tastes like hot water, to be honest. I keep getting powder lumps in my mouth. I'm not the biggest fan of this, but I could drink it. You know, I could drink it. There's no sugar in this. I think it's already sugared or something like that, but it's okay. You know, it's okay. In a survival situation where coffee shops are closed and this is all they've got, I guess this is what you're gonna have to deal with, to be honest. I feel quite sick. If I was gonna rate this out of a sachet coffee, this is a sachet coffee. This is a whole different class of coffee we're entering. It's like a whole new world, you know? A whole new world. The Nescafe Gold Latte, I rate it a 2 out of 5. You know, I'm generous. It's okay. For the price, for the amount you get, in a desperate time, I think it's good. If it's an alternative, if you don't have coffee at home to make, like at home, if this is an alternative and you need like that coffee hit, I'd say get this. And moving on to the second sachet coffee, here we have the Nescafe Original. There's not much of a blurb here, but I'll read it anyway. Ready, set, coffee. Simply add water for your perfect cup of coffee. Discover your favorites. 3-in-1 rich creamy tasting coffee with milk and sugar. 3-in-1 caramel rich and creamy tasting coffee with a silky caramel flavor. 2-in-1 rich creamy tasting coffee with no added sugar. Simply empty contents of a sachet into a mug. Pour in 200 ml of hot water, not boiling. But that does not make sense. Your kettle boils water, so it's going to be boiling. Duh. And this retailed at about £2.50 or £3. Got a cookie on standby. It's been sitting there looking at me, just in case the coffee is horrible. I should have had it in the last coffee, but I forgot about it. Don't forget about the cookie. Why did I do that? This is the sachet, and I'll be honest with you, I feel like I can trust this sachet. It's got a nicer feel to it, you know? It's legit. You know, the other one, I felt like it was rushed together. It was put last minute. And then you should be able to tear it. Oh, that came out. Get your cup, and here we go. Boop, 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 boop. Tap it, look inside it, blow. Run away quickly so you don't get in your eyes. Gently now, gently, gently. There we go. Didn't burn myself, I was just screaming for no reason. We'll just stir to get, you know, the feng shui-ness of the coffee sachet and the milkiness of the powdery milk flow, you know, like the chi, the nen, you know, the energy. On the box, it didn't actually state what this was. They didn't say it was a latte, they didn't say it was a cappuccino, they just said coffee. That worries me because I don't know what to expect. Is it just like a normal day coffee, like, you know, just a normal like milk coffee? I'm not gonna lie, it looks more appealing than the previous sachet. I don't know why, it just does. Look, have a look at this. There we go, look, you see that? It looks better, I think. I personally think it looks better. It smells nice. It smells really good, actually. It smells better than that previous one, 100%. That is very watery, mate. Why is it so watery? It's kind of nice. You know what, yeah? I can't hate on it. It may be extremely watery. It's kind of relaxing. It really is. I could see myself drinking these, actually. It's much nicer than that gold Nescafe one, to be honest. Like, I wouldn't go out my way to drink this. If I could make my, like, Indian style coffee upstairs on the stove, I'll go do that. But, like, this as an alternative, I'd 100% go for this. Especially in, like, a time of, like, survival like we are now when we're in isolation. Almost burnt myself. I give it a 3 out of 5 for the sachet ratings. I'm gonna have my cookie here because it's just been sitting there. Let me dip the cookie in. Let me just... So that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna try and get used to this home recording stuff because this is like one of the first times that I've actually done it. I'm still new to it. I'm still trying to find the flow with it. Those 2 sachets, I enjoyed like doing the little review on that. I enjoyed doing this video, to be honest. It was fun. I haven't had this much fun doing a video on my own in my room alone in a long time. Yeah, it's fun. But seriously, guys, I hope you're all staying safe in this situation at the moment. Please, 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 wash your hands. Yeah, I'm gonna go because I'm just losing my mind a bit. I hope you enjoyed it though. I really do. Have a lovely day.